Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. Thank you so much for being here today. Today I'm going to decorate my pages in my personal journal. I finished the pocket-sized journal. I don't really share it online because it is quite personal and I write about personal things. So I finished the personal size and now I've decided to switch things up and go into my regular sized traveler's notebook. This here is the Ace Hotel, I believe it's in the camel, that I received as a gift. And here are the charms that I've chosen. The Manual Factory brass charm, the brass cup from the Starbucks Reserve, and the Narita pin, the airport, Narita airport pin from Traveler's Factory. I have the Yamamoto Papers Ropiki notebook housed right in the middle, sandwiched in between the Apple Pig leather wallet insert that I have. I used this setup for my travels, and several years ago I went to Okayama with Esther and Ayako from Cute Things from Japan, and Esther, who's from Wanderlust by TSL. We visited the TSL shop, and this was the setup that I had with me. But anyway, sorry, that's where the leather insert came from, the leather wallet insert. So I've decided to go into the Robiki notebook, and I did film a journal, I guess like a half-year journal roundup type of, like a catch-up, my thoughts mid-year type of video, and I will explain to you then why I like this Robiki notebook. Well, I guess in a nutshell, it's the same width as my pocket-sized notebook, and so it didn't feel very daunting to add just a bit of length to it. And I can't believe it, but I know I'm videotaping or editing this video now, but at the time of this voiceover, I only have a couple of pages left, which is very unusual because I'm not a big writer. But yes, so I'm just decorating. This is lightly edited. This part here is not fast forwarded or anything like that, but I know a lot of people lately have been appreciating the real-time version of it. I am just I grabbed some tissue paper like packaging from somewhere, and I just randomly ripped off a piece and then glued it on right in between the middle of the page. And I like to tear some washi tape and add layers and things, but instead of explaining the process, I thought I would just touch on a question that was asked. Somebody asked, I think it was Claudia, she asked if I ever feel overwhelmed by unfinished journals or unfinished projects, or by, the amount of journals that I have kind of rotating around. That's a really great question. I go to my journals for comfort and to de-stress and to unwind and kind of bring up my creativity. And so I don't ever want the journals to be felt negatively. Like, I don't want them to be a burden, or I don't want them to cause stress in my life. I don't want that to be put onto them, if that makes sense. So if I ever do feel like, oh my gosh, I have to do the 5-year Hobonichi, then I have to catch up in my Hobonichi cousin for my memory keeping, and then I have to do journaling to my kids. And if I ever feel overwhelmed, then I just kind of pull back on something. I don't ever want the journals to be in a negative light or felt in a negative way. I give myself, usually in the mornings, I'll give myself some time. I journal a lot during times, not wasted time, but time where I'm not really doing much. So for example, in the morning, if I'm waiting for the water to boil for my coffee, then I'll journal like 5 minutes. I don't really have time slots, like big chunks of time where I can just sit down and do big journaling sessions. Maybe if the kids get to bed nice and early and I've cleaned up, the kitchen area, I can have like an hour or so. But I always give myself some time to, in the morning, to start my day with a bit of journaling, and maybe a bit of time during lunchtime. So for me, journaling is a great way to de-stress. in my everyday life, and without it I feel the opposite. I feel like incomplete, or the flow is not working in my day. I just feel like I have to do something, like I have to unload in my day and de-stress. So I do make sure that I do get a bit of journaling in. If it's the morning, like let's say I sleep in and I don't have that time, but I usually do because I have to make a coffee in the morning, so at least 5 minutes in the morning I'll do just a really quick writing session. And then at night, even if it's just doing a little paragraph in my 5-year techo, like my 5-year Hobonichi, that's what I'll do to kind of unwind. And I know I've seen my videos that there are days that I don't feel like watercoloring or I don't feel like writing. I'll pick something that I feel like doing. So it might just be adding washi tape here and there, or it might just be an activity like where I grab my sticker flakes and find random spots where I can add some stickers. I might just grab my markers and add some color in some empty spots. So I choose an activity that I feel like doing. I don't ever force anything, but almost 100% of the time I will open up a journal, if it's to add a sticker, or if it's to add washi tape or write a sentence or maybe a quote or something that I found online when I was scrolling through. So I don't know if that really answered your question, but I don't ever let the journaling or my creative endeavors to feel like a burden, or I don't want them to bring negativity. They bring me the opposite, so I want to keep it that way. If I ever do, like I said, if I feel like, oh, this is just too much, then I'll just remove a couple of notebooks and kind of restart or refresh from the beginning. I guess refresh is a better word for that. Yeah, I'll just restart from the beginning and go back to basics. So if it's the Hobonichi Cousin that I really enjoy, I like the Hobonichi Cousin because it has the weekly section for my gratitude. So even if I'm not able to do my journaling every day, at least I can write a couple of paragraphs in the weekly section for something that I am grateful for. I know some people also do a little quick doodle in the monthly section as well, in the daily, like the monthly calendar area. So maybe that's something that can be easily done. Sorry, I'm just looking up at the screen and then I see myself grabbing a page flag saying, "Oh my gosh, Robin." I was watching one of Robin's videos and she was cracking me up, and so that's why I wrote that out there. I filmed this video while I was watching a YouTube video, so I just if you don't know who Robin is, she is Talks from the Heart. I will leave her YouTube channel down below, but she's hilarious. And yes, anyways, I'll leave her channel down below. If you have any other questions about anything, just let me know down below. I really appreciate your comments, and I'm sorry if I'm not able to answer all of them right away, or yeah, I'm sorry if I can't answer emails and comments right away, but I do read them all, and I really appreciate you for taking the time to write in. Alright, so the next upcoming videos, I have filmed already the completed journal flip through, my July pages. I need to edit that, but that video will most likely go out the latest, sorry. Before that, I do have a video where I am just adding watercolor and kind of catching up in my journal. And so yeah, if there's a topic of discussion, please let me know if you want me to discuss something during that video, because I'll just be watercoloring and I wouldn't know. I'm not sure if I can really talk through that, or I mean, I can explain to you why I chose certain colors, but yeah, if there's something that you want me to discuss, please let me know. And then I also filmed yes, the mid-year review of my planners and journals, which I will most likely have to split into two because it just got quite long. I had a stack of my planners and then a stack of my journals, so I might split that into two. But yes, that's upcoming. If you have any other requests, video requests, I know I've there's several requests to share my desk space, but it's so small. Like it's not even like a meter. It's a meter maybe. But yeah, anyways, I feel like it's tiny and there's nothing really. I guess I could show you my little Muji acrylic container. Sorry, the Muji acrylic container with the stamps that I have on my desk, maybe. But anyways, I'll have to organize my desk before I feel confident to share that. I think that's it for now. I will leave you as is. My phone got cut off. I ran out of memory space. So here's the final look at the page there. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye bye.